His name was Elias Rourke, a lone engineer from a shattered colony world. Unlike soldiers, Elias never carried weapons. His tools were plasma welders, scanners, and a deep knowledge of how things fit together, how broken things could be made whole again. He hadn't come to Corinth, 7 to fight. He had come to survive. But war had a way of dragging even the unwilling into its teeth. Captured months ago by the Zorith Dominion, Elias was forced into servitude. While others dug trenches or hauled supplies, his mechanical instincts were noticed. Soon, he was repairing their war machines, patching their vehicles, and adjusting the very armor of the soldiers who despised him. He worked silently, head bowed, enduring the constant insults. Weak human, toolslave, Earth's scavenger. But when he found himself in front of the Queen's broken armor, he faced a choice. The Queen had led her vanguard into a suicidal charge, her armor pierced by weapons not seen since the ancient wars. Her guards pulled her from the wreckage, unconscious, the chest plate ruptured. They ordered Elias to dispose of the remains of her suit while they sought another battlefield forge. Instead, Elias studied it. The suit pulsed with strange harmonics, alien alloys layered with crystalline veins that whispered when touched. It was alive. And despite everything, despite her cruelty and her empire's hunger, Elias couldn't bring himself to leave it broken. Piece by piece he worked in the night. With scavenged tools and human ingenuity, he patched structural flaws the Zorith smiths never noticed. He replaced a cracked energy regulator with a refitted capacitor from a wrecked transport ship. He even carved microscopic stabilizers into the armor's power lattice, correcting centuries of hidden decay. And when the Queen awoke, she lived because of him. Part 2: The Queen's Wrath. Elias stood alone now before the circle of soldiers, their weapons leveled at his chest. He didn't flinch. The Queen's gaze narrowed on him. A human dares to lay hands on the sacred weave of the Zorith throne. Her voice was fury and fire. Do you seek death? Elias lifted his chin. I seek survival. And if survival meant fixing what even your forges couldn't, then yes, I did it. Gasps echoed among the soldiers. One hissed, he defiles the Queen's sanctum. Another growled, kill him where he stands. But the Queen raised a clawed hand, silencing them. She stepped closer, her towering frame casting a shadow over the human. Why? She demanded. Why would you risk the wrath of an empire for something not your own? Elias's heart thundered. His throat went dry. But he forced the words out. Because it was broken. The Queen's mandibles twitched. Her soldiers stared in disbelief. Broken things were discarded in the Dominion. Weakness was purged. Yet this human spoke as if mending was sacred. She studied him in silence. Then she turned, her armor glowing faintly with the stability he had restored. Bring him, she ordered. Part 3. A dangerous bargain. Instead of execution, Elias was dragged into the heart of the Queen's dreadnought. Vast chambers of black stone and shimmering circuitry surrounded him. The Queen dismissed her guards and circled the human like a predator testing its prey. You tampered with forces beyond your comprehension, she said. And yet, feel the difference. My armor breathes more freely. It responds to me as it has not in centuries. Tell me, human, what did you do? Elias swallowed hard, but his engineer's pride overcame his fear. I repaired stress fractures in the energy lattice, reinforced failing conduits with replacements from scavenged human tech, and I recalibrated the resonance field your smiths ignored. The Queen tilted her head. You improved it. I made it whole, Elias corrected. For a long moment, The chamber was silent except for the hum of alien engines. Then, shockingly, the queen laughed. A low, terrifying laugh that echoed like thunder through the chamber. "You speak boldly for one who should already be dead." "Maybe because I'm already living on borrowed time," Elias replied, voice steady despite his fear. The queen's multifaceted eyes gleamed. "You intrigue me, human. You will not die today. Instead, you will serve." Elias clenched his fists. "I already do serve. As your slave." "No," the queen said. "Not as a slave. As my keeper of armor. From this day, you will be bound to my warsuit. You will maintain it, improve it, and if you succeed, you will share in my victories. If you fail," she leaned close, her breath hissing against his skin, "you will be the first to burn." Part 4, Trials of Trust. The days that followed tested Elias in ways he never imagined. He was thrust into the queen's inner circle, hated by her generals, distrusted by her soldiers, but shielded by her decree. Every battle she fought, he was there, repairing her armor between strikes, upgrading systems under fire. At first, she treated him as a useful tool. But over time, their exchanges grew sharper, layered with something more than hostility. When Elias suggested altering the armor's blade emitters for faster strikes, she sneered, until the modification let her cut down 3 enemies in a single blow. When he dared replace a failing crystal core with human-made alloys, she mocked him, until the suit's power surged beyond her expectations. And when she asked him why he risked his life again and again, crawling under fire to patch her exosuit mid-battle, his answer never changed. Because it's broken. And broken things deserve to be fixed. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, her fury gave way to curiosity. Her commands became conversations. Her roars softened into questions. And in rare, fleeting moments, Elias saw not the queen of the Dominion, but a weary warrior who carried centuries of battles on her shoulders. Part 5. The Betrayal. But not all welcomed this strange bond. General Veyrak, her most loyal warlord, despised the human. To him, Elias was poison, a fragile insect whispering lies into the queen's ear. So Veyrak devised a trap. During a campaign on the frozen world of Irix Prime, he sabotaged the queen's armor mid-battle, ensuring a critical failure. Her systems overloaded, sending her crashing into the ice. Soldiers panicked, and when Elias rushed forward to repair her, Veyrak struck. He sabotaged her. Veyrak roared, pointing a claw at Elias. The human betrayed the queen. Strike him down. Blades turned toward Elias. The queen lay stunned, unable to rise. And for the first time, Elias faced not just suspicion, but certain death. His voice broke through the chaos. "Look at the damage," he shouted, holding up the cracked power core. "This wasn't my work. It was deliberate sabotage." The soldiers hesitated. Veyrak snarled, lunging to finish him. But before he could, the queen surged upright, her systems barely holding, eyes blazing with wrath. "Enough!" Her voice silenced the battlefield. She rose, her battered armor still alive because of Elias's frantic repairs. Her gaze burned into Veyrak. "You would blame the one who saved me. You would betray your queen to rid yourself of a human." Veyrak faltered. "My queen, he corrupts you." Her blade sang as it cleaved him in two. The army fell silent. And for the first time, Elias saw something almost human in her gaze. Trust. Part 6. The Queen's Answer. That night, as the fires of victory burned on the horizon, the Queen summoned Elias alone. She stood before him, her armor repaired, glowing stronger than ever with a hybrid of human and Zorith craftsmanship.